So I've been really, really enjoying the WWE product as of the last, I would say, month and a half. The last year and a half, maybe even two, have been a little bit shaky for me as a pro wrestling fan, especially as a WWE fan. There have been some ups, there have been some downs, there have been some, staying nowhere and just being right there in the middle. But the last year, there's been more ups than downs, and I'm really starting to enjoy pro wrestling, especially WWE again. I had a point in my time where I would watch, PWG, Ring of Honor, CZW, DG USA or Dragon Gate USA, Evolve, fucking any indie promotion I can get my hands on, I would watch it. PWG was my favorite probably. Hell, even Chikara. And I was watching, I would say, at least 2 to 3 Japanese shows a month, Japanese wrestling shows a month. And, I really, really enjoy professional wrestling. But the last year and a half, it's been kind of shaky, But I've finally got back to a point where I can say I watch all 3 hours of Raw. From start to finish. I don't switch the channel, it just plays. If there's something on that I don't like, I don't even switch the channel, it's just on, because the matches are a lot more entertaining. Even if it's a shitty rivalry, the matches are a lot more entertaining, and that's the beauty of it. I think because of NXT, the people on the main roster had to step up, because they saw what the young guys were doing, and they knew, shit, we're going to lose our jobs if we don't step it up. And you can see that in the product. That's why I love NXT so much. Like, I prefer NXT over Raw and any pay-per-view. Why? Let me tell you why. I'm more of a hardcore wrestling fan, and Triple H said it best on the Stone Cold podcast he had on the WWE Network, by the way, for just $9.99. He said NXT it's not under a microscope, you know what I mean? And that's why they get to do a lot more things, that the WWE shows like Raw and SmackDown pay-per-views can't do. But not just that, but he understands who is his audience. NXT is obviously Triple H's doing, and, he understands his audience is a lot more hardcore. Like girls can look a little bit sexier, and, you know what I'm talking about, that cake all over your television set and that camera work. The matches are a lot more hardcore wrestling. There's a lot more wrestling to it. They tell a little bit of a story in those matches, and the talent he signs is amazing. He gives any indie guy a chance, which is great, but how much NXT improved the roster is ridiculous. It really, really is. Sometimes there's still bad things, like, the whole Divas Revolution, it was good. And this past Monday Night on Raw, that segment with Miss TV was just so fucking corny. I just didn't like it. There's a down. But, Sting coming back, expected. I was like, yeah. As soon as I saw Cena be involved with Jon Stewart instead of the main event, I was like, yes, Cena's not going to be involved in the main event. He's probably going to face him for the U.S. title, but I don't think he's facing him for the WWE title. And, of course, Stinger comes out. That was great. That was a great moment. The Dudley Boys come back. SummerSlam was an unbelievable show. Still didn't be TakeOver for me, but still an unbelievable show. And I'm just so excited. For the first time in a long time, I can say how excited I am for the fall season of professional wrestling, for Night of Champions, for, WWE Live from Madison Square Garden, for to Hell in a Cell, to the TakeOver event, to Survivor Series, to TLC. I am so genuinely hyped for it, because I don't really know what's going to happen, and that's amazing. Amazing. I don't watch SmackDown, but by the looks I'm going to have to start watching it, because motherfuckers, they're putting fucking stars on that shit, and good matches too, so why the fuck not? I watch Raw and NXT, but I might as well start watching SmackDown this week, because the Dudley Boys are going to be in action. So hell fucking yeah. Seth Rollins, to me, I'm sorry I'm scrambling, I just want to tell you my thoughts and express myself, but Seth Rollins to me is the best heel champion you could ask for right now in the WWE. He is perfect. He walks the walks, he walks the walk, he talks the talk. He solidifies himself as such a dirty heel, but he is so fucking good that you can't just help but fucking love the guy. He is such a perfect heel. Literally, if I am a company and I want my company, no pun intended in this one, a paper champion, what I mean by that is that what the company wants and needs, he's supposed to go out there and do it. That's a paper champion, in my opinion, and he is the best thing for a company. And here's the thing, he's also very entertaining. Very, very entertaining to be that heel character. And I think that this rivalry with Sting, if he loses, which is a possibility, that's okay, as long as he keeps the U.S. title. However, I don't want him to lose. Like, I want him to continue on to be a dominant WWE World Heavyweight Champion, as well as United States Champion. You know, and damn it, that statue, motherfucker. He deserves it. That was beautiful. Fuck you, Sting. But no, in all seriousness, I really love the product from start to finish. There are some ups and downs here and there, but there's more ups than downs. I cannot wait to see what WWE has in store for me. I did subscribe to the network right before Brooklyn Takeover Brooklyn for, you know, the SummerSlam weekend, and I'm enjoying the network, all the original content it has. I mean, hell, man, I'm buying shirts, network, watching, tweeting. They're getting my money. You know what I mean? They're getting my money. So, tell me your guys' thoughts. If you're a pro wrestling fan, and if you're not, tell me why. Maybe you were one day. Why did you stop watching? If you are a pro wrestling fan, make sure to comment in the comments below and tell me what you think of the current WWE product. If you like my videos, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you didn't like my videos, please dislike and tell me what I can do better. Thank you for watching. Have a good day, guys.